Blackstone Publishing presents Beyond Education, Radical Studying for Another World by Eli Meyerhoff. This book is read by Timothy Andrés Pabon. Introduction. Against the Romance of Education. Snapping in and at the University. If our happiness depends on turning away from violence, our happiness is violence. Sarah Ahmed. Resignation is a feminist issue. Feminist scholar Sarah Ahmed snapped at her university. After building up frustration over years, in 2016 she publicly called out academia's sexism, especially the sexual harassment of students by professors, portending the explosion of the #MeToo movement in 2017. Then she resigned. After years of trying to address these problems through the proper institutional channels, she concluded that the issue was not merely a few individuals acting badly, but rather an issue of institutional culture, which had become built around, or to enable, abuse and harassment. Despite some small victories, she became exhausted with the lack of progress. So much work not to get very far. In a blog post titled, "Resignation is a Feminist Act," she described the moment she snapped. Watching histories be reproduced despite all our efforts was one of the hardest experiences of my academic career. Well, one of the hardest experiences of my life. I just found it shocking. And to complete the story, I originally asked for unpaid leave because doing this work can be demoralizing as well as exhausting. But in the course of applying for unpaid leave, and the difficulty of making arrangements in my absence, I felt a snap. I call it feminist snap. My relationship with the institution was too broken. I needed a real break. I had reached the end of the line. That snap might sound quite violent, dramatic even. Resigning in feminist protest, and making public that you are resigning in feminist protest does get attention. It can be a sharp sound. It can sound like a sudden break. In my case, that break was supported by many of my colleagues, but not by all. One colleague describes my action as rash, a word used to imply an action that is too quick, as well as careless. Snapping is often a matter of timing. A snap can feel like a moment, but snap is a moment with a history. A history can be the accumulated effect of what you have come up against.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?